Hello everyone, this is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well tonight. I decided to do a little video for you guys because I've told you guys before how therapeutic it is for me to make a video when I'm going through a hard time. I'm sure you guys know already if you saw my past videos that I had to put my baby Bijan, who wasn't a baby, she was my baby, but she was 15, and I had to put her to rest on November 23rd. By far the hardest thing I've ever had to do, if not the hardest. But I knew it was time, and it was very sad and heartbreaking, still is. So that's why I decided to make a video for you guys and show you guys some of my favorite pictures that I have of Ame. I've made her own album on Facebook, picture album, so I can add all my favorite pictures and videos of her. And then I'm going to tell you the story about how Ame came about, because I always just used to love, my husband told me the story of how he acquired Ame. So this one is one of my favorite pictures of me and her. This is one of the first pictures I ever took with Ame. I don't even think me and my husband were engaged yet. We had just started dating, and it looks like she's smiling, and I love this picture. It's such a good picture. So the story of Ame. Oh, I love this picture too. This is Pumpkin, my in-laws' cat, and Ame laying on a suitcase together. They loved each other. So Ame. Oh, I love this one too. This is one of the first pictures I ever took of Ame. She was sitting in my husband's nephew's car seat, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. So pretty much when my husband was like 18, 19 years old, I don't care if you guys see my whole name, I'm not gonna worry about it. When he was like 18, 19, he had lost his childhood dog to old age, like 18, 19 years old. He said she was 20, but wow, that's old age for a dog. But he said that she had recently passed away, and the story that he told me about, feeding her water through a straw and stuff, it was very sad. And her name was Dusty. And then he was best friends with a guy who had gotten Ame for him and his girlfriend, his girlfriend was pregnant at the time, and but they broke up. So this picture is right after Ame got a kidney stone taken out. I love this picture because she's like, yep, I'm already hungry. Look at that face. So anyways, there's me and Ame cuddling. She loved to cuddle. So they broke up, and he pretty much kept her in a cage, and the shirt that she says, you will feed me, that was on Halloween. And he kept her in a cage in the garage. There's my husband and her. They had such a close relationship. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you guys about it. So he kept her in a cage in the garage, just like a guard dog. And I'm sorry if you can hear my husband's computer in the background. So when my husband's childhood dog passed away, he went to his best friend and he told him, I know that you and so broke up. We need a family dog right now. So if you're ever interested in getting rid of Ame, please let me know. And the friend says, okay, you can have her for $50. $50. You guys, Bichon Frises are worth $2,000. I mean, she had papers from France and everything. So that was a bargain. I love this picture too, where we're holding hands and she had put her paw on her hands. I love that. So he said, of course, I'll buy her. And at first, she was his sister's dog because she technically had bought her. But I don't know when it came about to where she was my husband's dog and only his dog. But apparently they got really close, Ame and Joel. And, look at this cookout milkshake. So she became my husband's dog. So when we met, she was already attached to the hip with him. And she was just the sweetest, cuddliest, most, oh God, this dog was so sweet. If you are ever interested in buying a dog, I would definitely recommend a Bichon Frise because, for one thing, they're hyperallergenic, which means they don't shed, and they're just so sweet. She was so sweet to the very end. Oh, look at that. There's me and her. Oh, my baby. I'm gonna miss her. I'm always gonna miss her. She's the first dog I've ever loved. I mean, I've loved dogs in my childhood and my young adult years, but I've never ever loved a dog like her. Ever. Oh, I love this one with my husband and her. She loved him so much. I mean, they even shared the same birthday. They were both born on February 3rd, or 2nd. I can't think right now. It's Groundhog Day, so it's either the 2nd or the 3rd. But anyways, she was born in 2007, and he was, of course, born in 1989. But they share the same birthday. Look at my baby. Look at my sweetheart. So, this dog, she was something special. By far the sweetest dog I've ever had in my life. Look at those soulful eyes. Look at those eyes. God. It's never easy to let a dog go in that way because you love them so much. It's like a child. And when we let her go, it was so hard for me. It's still very hard for me. But I knew it was time. She was... Look at her in pumpkin. I love this picture too. It was definitely time. And if I could have given 10 years of my life for her to live longer, I would have. Oh, look at this picture. Look at her looking up at him with such love And she adored him. Oh my God. It was sickening. Look at my baby. Mommy loves my baby. See, I've never put a dog to sleep before. Like with my childhood dog Rascal, like my teenage years, that was my parents' dog. So when they put him to sleep, I wasn't there. It was just them, and then I, of course, grieved for him and everything. But I've never been there when it came to putting a dog down. I was there when we had to put his parents' cat down. But it's different when you love a dog so much. And it's so hard. Look at that pretty baby. It's my pretty girl. And look at that one. I love that one. She was so cuddly, like she would just come up in the bed with us and cuddle with us, and she loved that. She just loved to be loved. But oh, this is my favorite picture. This is one of the first pictures I ever took of my husband and Ame. I love that. Their bond was just amazing to behold. Look at that. She trusted him completely. Like, she adored him. And I think that's what the hardest part about letting a dog go is you feel kind of guilty. Like, as soon as we got into the vet office, she started shaking. But she's never liked the vet. I don't think any dog likes the vet. But when they took her back to put her IV in, I could hear her like yelling. But then they sedated her, and she got a lot better after that. But they brought her straight in after sedating her because she was whining and crying, poor baby. And they put her in my husband's arms, and she laid there until the sedation, until whatever they gave her, calmed her down. And it was like she was sleeping because she was snoring. She was like, well, like that. And then the vet came in, did her thing. It took a couple minutes for her poor little heart to stop beating. Guys, she went peacefully. And that is something that I am so grateful for. Look at that big brown-eyed baby. Look at that eyes. Look at those eyes. And she was just gone. And it happened within a few minutes. I just love this dog so much. She always had to get first dibs on the clean sheets on the bed. I love this picture. That's why I added this one. She was like, okay, I'll try it out for you guys. Oh, and here's another shirt. The other shirt was from her Mimi, my mama. And then this one said, totally spoiled. Her Mimi was always getting her shirts to wear. Excuse the mess in my living room. I tell you what, guys, when I got back home, I told you guys I was on like a little staycation where I wasn't home the 2 days after we had put her to sleep, which was a blessing. We had such a great time, and it really took my mind off of her passing away. And when I got home, sorry, I waited too long, hold on. when I got home, I just stripped everything. I stripped my bed. I stripped the cushions on the couch. Like anything that smelled like her, I stripped. And it feels a lot better in here because she got very incontinent, like going in the house a lot in her old age. So, oh, I love this picture. This picture I took of her. She's staring out the door because her papa had went on a drive, and this is the way she acted every time he would leave the house. Every time. She would just sit there and bark and whine. Oh, I love this one too, where it says, "Excuse me." This is her begging for food, which happened every time we would eat something. She would be right up in our face. Like, okay, am I going to get some of that? Or am I just going to have to sit here and stare at you with my soulful brown eyes and make you feel bad? She was something special. Look at this. This is her and my husband. Look at that. She trusted him so much. She would never let me hold her like that. Oh, I love this picture too. This is her in her papa's lap as usual. But the cat had come up and given her a little kiss. Oh, speaking of the cat. Hi, Patty. You guys, it is such a blessing that I have the cat. Seriously, she has been such a comfort to me right now. Patty, say hi. She's bathing herself. But that's such a good picture. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This was Thanksgiving, and my mama had taken this picture of us together. I love that one. Oh, I love this one. She was so loved, you guys. Like, there was moments when I would get aggravated at her when she would go in the house, and I would get aggravated. But she was so loved. Like 99.9% of the time, she was being loved on. I love this picture because if you see that leg right there, that is the leg of our friend that passed away last year. Almost 2 years, actually. And that's why I love this picture, because I would like to believe that him and my brother met her in heaven. And I hope she finds this again one day. I believe in reincarnation. So I hope she finds this again one day. I really do, because nobody gave love like Ame did. Look at this pretty girl with her tongue out. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Oh, oh, you guys, this has been one of the worst deaths I've ever been through in my life. There are duplicates in here too. Oh, this is a good picture of me and my husband. And then you have Daisy, which is my mom's dog. And I'm holding Rudy, which is also my mom's dog. They're Chiweenies. And then Ami is laying on her papa's lap as usual. My husband's listening to music, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. I love this one too. In her papa's arms is her favorite place to be. Oh, look at that. God. He had her for 13 years, and she was with him through it a lot. So, look at this cute little munchkin. This was when the pandemic was happening. She was just like, pandemic, what? I'll just lay here and be a dog. Oh, my baby. That's a duplicate. 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 Duplicate. Oh, this is one of the first pictures I ever saw of her. It was on my husband's Facebook, and I was looking through his pictures when we first started dating, and the caption was, "I found the Easter Bunny. No, it's Ame." Look at that baby. God, so special. And this is one of the pictures I saw from years ago, before we even met. And he had put my best friend on the caption. Look at the baby. Oh, she's so cute. They always used to put those little scarves on her after she had gotten groomed. And she was always so cute. Oh, I love this one. Kiss my ass. My sister-in-law made that one. And I love this one too, that my husband had taken of me as I was sleeping. But it has Ame at the end of the bed sleeping too. I'm not naked in this picture, I promise. And this is when we went camping at Huntington Beach State Park. And she was a mess in that picture. Look at those eyes. I've never seen such soulful eyes in my life. Seriously. I think there's a big reason, like, we have so many questions about religion and why we're in this life and why bad things happen. But then you look in your dog's eyes and it's like seeing God. And I don't think it's a coincidence that that dog spelled backwards is God. I really don't. I don't. Because dogs give unconditional love. A love that we probably won't experience from anyone else in our lives. I love that. Oh, I love this one where she's smiling. Oh, look at that cutie. Look at the cutie. I'm going to miss her so much. This one says, rolling with my homie A1 since day one. This was a picture that my husband had taken. And this is the last one. You guys, this has been so hard. But my kitty has been such a comfort to me, for me. She really knows that something's going on. And she's been here for me, and I'm so grateful for that. I really am. And I'm grateful for you guys for all the sweet comments and videos, and no, not videos, but sweet comments and just your condolences. It really means a lot to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be talking to you guys soon. I'll talk to you guys later.